For this series in Spacecraft Guide, we are going to focus on the Space Shuttle. We're going to concentrate on the flight instruments to teach you how the astronauts flew the Space Shuttle in flight and in orbit. In this issue of Spacecraft Guide, we are going to continue on teaching you how to fly the Space Shuttle, and again focusing on the flight instruments, but now we're going to concentrate on using the displays of what mode you are in, which is either the computer or manual flight. And to do that, we have to go into the primary flight display, and when you click here, we go to the primary flight display page. And on this primary flight display, we're going to focus on this part of the primary flight display, which is the attitude status indicator. And when we click on that, it takes us to the attitude status display page. And as we can see here, what that is it provides a continuous display of attitude mode, again attitude, which is this here, in the digital autopilot, or DAP, which there it is, DAP, that's what that stands for. The mode will depend on the phase of flight, those being ascent, entry, and orbit. And then ascent is broken into a couple of things, entry is broken into a couple of things, and orbit is. But these are the main ones, and we'll be discussing those down here. As you can see, now when we're in powered flight, ascent and we are in entry, we are in the DAP mode, which displays either auto or CSS. Auto is the actual autopilot is flying. The CSS is control stick steering. So what that is, it's the stick that the astronauts use to fly the aircraft. Now, post main engine cutoff, or MACO, that gets us into the orbit phase. We're going to be either DAP displays or INTRL, which is internal, which would be for the spacecraft, and that's when we're starting to not focus on the Earth, but maybe on some of those things we're going to connect with, like the International Space Station or a satellite that we're going to dock with. And in orbit, we're also going to the DAP display is going to be in auto and control stick steering, and re-entering pitch displays will be in auto and control stick steering. Now those are the major modes for this part of the autopilot. And what this is all trying to do is tell the astronauts, okay, what is the aircraft or spacecraft doing? What does the computer think? The digital autopilot, does it think it's flying in auto? Does the digital autopilot think it's not, which would be CSS? And then when it also gets into this mode, either in DAP, you'll also have the functions if it's a pitch, like for reentry. And now that pitch mode, again with reentry, that has to do with flying hypersonic and what it would be doing to get the spacecraft ready to enter the atmosphere at Mach 25. So that is what this part of the primary flight display does. Now, for our Patreon subscribers, those are not only the paying ones, but also the free ones. Doesn't cost you anything, just sign up with me. And then when you click on schematic with me, I will take you to